Hi there, this is Chuck Rosansky and I'm the president of Mile High Comics. I wanted to make a little bit of a different video today because aside from running Mile High Comics, I'm also very involved with the Imperial Court of the Rocky Mountain Empire, which is a 501c3 that tries to help people that are in need. And what we're specifically doing right now is helping three groups: Feeding Denver's Hungry, Urban Peak, and a group called Rainbow Alley. And all of those groups are helping homeless, because here in Denver our rents have been rising like crazy over the last couple of years, and what we're seeing is an enormous increase in the number of people that are out on the streets. And we're not talking about the hardcore homeless here, but rather young people and women and older people with disabilities who just are living on a fixed income and they no longer have the money with which to be able to afford an apartment. Minimum apartment rents in Denver now are running over $1,000 for even an efficiency, and a two-bedroom can push $2,000. And by our standards, that's historically quite high. Anyway, what we're doing right now through Mile High Comics is we're trying to get folks to make donations which are actually zero cost to them. And the reason for that is because I'm covering the entire difference out of my own pocket. So the way it works, you send us $25 and you say, hey, send me a gift certificate or a serial number to a gift certificate for 25 bucks. When you do that, I go ahead and take that 25 bucks that you sent us for the gift certificate, and I put 100% of that to the Imperial Court of the Rocky Mountain Empire. And after just a little bit for our operating costs, almost all of it then goes to feed the hungry. Now let me explain what that $25 does for you. You get your $25 back because we give you a gift certificate for the 25 bucks. So in exchange for $25, you're getting $25 worth of anything you want from Mile High Comics. What the homeless are getting are these bags. And we go out to the Food Bank of the Rockies, and believe it or not, $25 will buy $500 worth of food out at the Food Bank of the Rockies. Now, these bags have cookies in them, and they have crackers in them, and they have granola bars, and all sorts of dry, lightweight, high nutrition foods that people can take with them in their backpacks. But the goal is to try and put food in the hands of people who right now have no ready resources. They might be able to go to a soup kitchen in the afternoon. Most of them have no access for breakfast. Most of them have nothing in the evening whatsoever. You know, the rest of us, we get hungry, we can go to the refrigerator or we can go to 7-Eleven and buy a Snickers bar. These folks are just destitute. They have nothing. And until you've been out on the street, you have no idea. Anyway, one other thing I did want to mention real quick is that when you buy one of the $25 gift certificates and make that donation, you're also entered into a drawing. And again, this is out of my pocket. I'm putting up $1,000 shopping spree at Mile High Comics, where we do a drawing. And last time we did this for Feeding Denver's Hungry in the month of October. We raised $4,000. We had 151 people that entered, and one of those 151 people won that $1,000 shopping spree for October. I'm doing it again for November, and again, this money is going to Urban Peak, which helps homeless teens, Rainbow Alley, which helps gay teens that are homeless, and a big percentage of the homeless teens are gay. A lot of the boys are gay, the girls, a lot of them are pregnant. And then also it goes to Feeding Denver's Hungry, which helps everyone. I thank you for your contributions and for watching. Watch some of the footage now of the people as we're handing out food. And we'll also have Joshua from Urban Peak. When you see this and when you're out there, it's heartbreaking. And I don't see how you cannot contribute. So thank you very much. So I'm here today with Joshua Zamrochek. and we're at Urban Peak.
So Urban Peak has been around since about 1988, and as you mentioned, we sort of provide that full convergence of services, from the drop-in center that provides showers and laundry facilities and a hot meal, to our youth shelter, our 40-bed youth shelter that actually bumps that number up to 50 in the colder winter months.
Okay.
So this being November, we're actually in our overflow time, so we are able to sleep 50 youth at our youth shelter. We also have 3 housing programs, as well as access to about 60 units of housing in the community, all of which are full about 100% of the time. As we go into the winter months, our needs list does change, so we move to things like gloves, hats, hand warmers, thicker jackets, sweatshirts. One of our perpetual needs that continues through the winter are socks and underwear.
Right.
We're sort of blessed with really great weather in Colorado that switches on a dime. So today it's sunny and 65 degrees, and tonight we could have a blizzard and 6 inches of snow tomorrow morning. So those light gloves, the light socks that you can layer, wear 1 or 2 pair at a time and sort of take off, are really beneficial and really helpful as well. And they're things that youth will go through on a pretty regular basis.
And I'm just really worried about what happens when it gets down. I mean, last year it got down to 20 below, and I can't even imagine trying to sleep rough when it's 20 below.
We face challenges similar to the adult shelters. The one thing, again, that you alluded to is that the youth who come to Urban Peak typically don't go to adult shelters because youth don't see themselves as being chronically homeless or becoming homeless for a long period of time. They see this as a stage in their life, and that's really the way that we treat it. The youth who are sleeping on the streets have immense obstacles to overcome, because a lot of the youth that come to us are coming to us with immense amounts of trauma, either, like I said, fleeing abuse, fleeing traumatic situations. So being able to overcome that, building the trust with Urban Peak and understanding that we're here to help them, can sometimes be a process that takes a number for some youth it's a number of days, for some youth it's a number of weeks, for some it's a number of months. And sometimes it doesn't work the first time round. They may not realize the services that we're providing them and that we're here 100% for the benefit of the youth. Thanks to community partners such as yourself, such as the Imperial Court, Mile High Comics, you personally, it's really, it sort of takes a village. The way that we look at our program is we really wrap our services around the youth, and the community has really wrapped themselves around us. And we're incredibly thankful for that, and the youth benefit tremendously.
I think that it's so wonderful what we do, and I am proud to be able to work with you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, everyone. And if you can, buy a $25 gift certificate. It helps buy food. It helps buy gloves. It helps. Man, we've got a real problem coming up here. Just think about 1,000 kids trying to find some place to stay warm every night. I'm going to do what I can to help them. If you would join with me on that, I would sure appreciate it. Thank you.